Okay, so I wanted to do a video on this too. Okay, I wanted to talk about this because it's so weird. This content creator made a video complaining that someone said that trans women were men, or that trans women, you know, were male or whatever. What I don't understand about this is this. Okay, so she can't say that you're a man. She can't say that you look like a man. But then you go and make a video saying that, oh, I am so triggered because I look in the mirror and I see a man. I don't get that. To me, I think both things are probably triggering. And you have to think, what are you doing to other transgender people? What are you doing? Like, aren't you triggering other trans people by saying things like this? You're making people think, oh, so if I transition, I'm going to end up looking in the mirror one day and seeing the gender I don't want to be. I'm going to be unsuccessful. I'm going to want to kill myself, as you were saying yourself. So to me, it's like the type of conversation here is almost like these two people have the same views. They live different lives. One we call a transphobe. She's a heterosexual woman. The other is transgender, you know, and living the life, still saying the same dang thing, complaining about a straight woman saying the same thing that she specifically said herself about transitioning. That's just odd to me because it's like you guys have the same idea deep down, and it's probably what triggered you mostly was because you actually agreed with this lady. You agreed with a transphobe on transsexuality, and that's your struggle. I've said this before with LGBT people. It's a struggle, being trans, being gay, sometimes because you agree with a person that hates you. And so, it's just like a black person agreeing with a racist. It cannot be a good thing because now you agree and you are the thing that is hated. So you hate yourself. Some people would say to transgender people, oh, you don't need to be this way, blah, 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 that whole spill, and, you've only created something that you hate. But that's not true either, because transgender people are born the way they are. But I think the bigger thing to notice here is that if you are spewing the same type of thoughts as a trans woman, as a straight woman, sorry, as a straight woman that, you consider transphobic, and you're a trans woman, then you have to think something is wrong with your thinking or something is wrong with what you're doing, because they need to align with your actions. Basically, your behavior has to align with your thoughts. If you have some struggling situations where you're fighting on being a woman, maybe that fight is regret, or maybe that fight is some kind of internal transphobia. But either way, you need to fix that. You don't need to be lashing out at other people who are straight women whose ideology isn't affecting them. The problem is the ideology affects you, and you need to have an ideology that accepts you. So that's all I have to say there. Also, I wanted to talk about, I feel like it's kind of weird in the video I'm talking about with this individual. Why would someone feel they need to kill themselves just because they saw a man in the mirror? To me, your idea on and your thoughts on being a man is kind of unhealthy. Like, something's not right there. Like, there's nothing wrong with men. Men aren't bad people. It's not bad to be male. There's nothing wrong with being of the male sex. So it's a little weird to think, if you see yourself and you see a male in the mirror, why would you want to kill yourself just because of that? Because you're almost implying that men deserve to be killed for something they can't help, for being of a specific sex. And if you can convince yourself that you're not of that sex, you won't kill yourself. That's a very unhealthy thought process there. And it doesn't have anything to do with dysphoria in my perspective, because you have to think of it this way. Dysphoria has to do with not feeling like you're aligned with your body. It doesn't have to do with hating men or hating women. When you say you want to kill yourself because you think you look like a man, that implies that you hate men, you hate the male sex, you think they deserve to be killed, not that there's a misalignment. I'm just saying this as a person who actually does deal with gender dysphoria. So, yeah, that's just my perspective on that. And I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and I'm so happy I got to. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.